Hello and welcome to another episode of All the Fools. Today,
Foods.
All the Fools? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about you at the time. No,
Okay.
This is another episode of All the Foods, where we are making the Lancashire Hotpot. Basically, it's a beef dish, throw in a couple of vegetables, you're grand.
Hello. Today we're making, as Simon said, Lancashire Hotpot. This is thought to go back to medieval times when it was known as hodgepodge, but it's only really been specifically associated with Lancashire from about the mid-19th century. Elizabeth Gaskell refers to the Lancashire Hotpot in her novel North and South from 1859, I think, and there are some references to in newspapers that are a bit earlier than that. But anyway, it was a good filling stew for the working population of Lancashire, and most recipes do have lamb rather than beef as the main meat ingredient, but because we prefer beef and we've got some in, we're going to go with that. So let's go make some Lancashire Hotpot. My secret helper already knows how to make Lancashire Hotpot, so we're not following a book recipe here, but she's got all the ingredients laid out. Got spuds, mixture of chopped beef and steak. You can use lamb instead. I don't know which is the more historically appropriate, but anyway, we like beef more than lamb. And a couple of onions, a pile of carrots, and some salt and pepper, and that's it. Okay, so we're starting by chopping the carrots. We've chopped the potatoes first, they might go a bit brown, so let's start with the carrots and the onions. After chopping up the carrots, give them a bit of a rinse, and then you can put them straight into the pan with the meat. My unseen assistant is now chopping onions, which she always enjoys. I need to stand a bit well back actually, because I'm just recovering from eye surgery, and the onions probably not going to be too comfortable in my current state, so that's why this is being filmed at a bit of a distance. When you've washed the onions, give them a bit of a stir in with the meat and the carrots. You will notice that my unseen assistant has cut the onions fairly thick. You don't have to do that, you can cut them a lot shorter, but that's the way she likes them, and she's the boss. Okay, we've now added in a bit of salt and pepper, and the onions are attacking me, so I'm withdrawing to a safer distance. Right, okay, so then put some water in. You don't have to fill it right to the top, it's about halfway up the pan.
About halfway.
Okay, and then simmer for a couple of hours. Right, should mention that we have added a little bit of gravy mix, which I didn't mention in the ingredients initially, and also a few mixed veg. Yeah, the ordinary mixed veg you can get from the freezer at the supermarket. And now I think we're going to empty the mix after its 2-hour simmer into the tin. And now we allow this to settle for 4 to 6 hours. Having stored the mix somewhere out of the way, we now proceed to start peeling the potatoes, which we'll then cut into slices and place on top of the mix. Right, so now we've got the sliced potatoes cut fairly thick and placed in a pan and washed, and now about to go onto the topping, onto the meat mix to give that distinctive hot pot appearance. Again, another ingredient we forgot at the beginning, you need a bit of butter to put on the top, and it aids the potatoes in giving a nice crispy texture and colour at the end of the process. And a bit more salt. Yeah. Now, it's time to start cooking it, so we're going to put it in the oven at 150 for about half an hour. Right, this is what it looks like after 30 minutes. We think it needs another 15.
I'm full of me first. Yeah. It is my father's turn for the taste test.
Yeah, very good. Not a great deal of a surprise to me, because I know our unseen assistant can make this fairly well, so lives up to expectations. Lancashire Hotpot.
Yeah.